Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Anna Jolene and I'm the author of the Glory MC series as well as the Moonrise Beach series. So I promised that I would do a setup video on my Estelle Cloud Planner. So this is one of my Estelle planners. It's the cloud in the rose quartz. I have the silver hardware on it, and if you aren't familiar, this is the A5 wide size. I love it because it has the scallop detailing which matches my inserts in my shop perfectly. If you are unfamiliar with my shop is AnniePlansPrintables on Etsy, and I sell Hobonichi full page stickers as well as ring bound inserts. I'm going to be setting up this planner on camera with you today. So I have done a setup video previously showing what I had in here in my 2021 planner lineup video. So if you guys haven't seen that already, I will link it for you guys. But I actually filmed that last year, and back then I was editing my books that are going to be releasing for this year. But now that I am done that, I'm going to be working on a new series. So now I am going to be outlining and plotting those books, and so my planner is going to change because of that. I'm going to be needing different things in my planner, so I'm going to kind of revamp this planner and reset it up for my next project that I have going on. So if you are unfamiliar with this pocket configuration, you do have two large side pockets here. They do also have this business card window over here, and inside I just have a washi card with this kind of bow hollow die cut. You do get these two pockets that go all the way down, and then this small pocket here is actually divided into two. So I'm going to start with setting up this section of the planner first, and I did bring in some goodies. So first off, I always have these sheets, and these to-do lists are from Kikki.K. They are the height of an A5 planner, and they're gold foiling, so I like to use these as my running to-do list or an inbox, so I keep a few there. This is just a backing card off of an old sub kit, and so I like the colors of the pinks and the purples, so I want to add that just in there. I do have these two little, well, this is a sampler, and then this is a die cut from Paper.K, and this sampler is actually this exact planner. So if you see, this is the rose quartz cloud, and it's a perfect match. So I love that, and I just want to pop that in there so you can have little Dot the Bear sticking out. These two bottom sections are really good for housing like washi cards. I do have some washi cards on the way from Samantha May Sticks, but they haven't arrived yet, so I am hoping that they'll come today. I will put one in there, but in the other pocket I do want to add this little die cut. It's a daisy die cut of Dot the Bear, so I'm just gonna have her sticking out there. I love that bear. And then this is just a little card from Carolyn Plans or Exo Carolyn Designs, and I just like the quote, so I am going to pop that in there. So I'm keeping it pretty simple here in the pockets. The only other thing I want to add is this little purple bow clip because I think it matches that really nicely. And I'm not sure where this is from. I got it as a gift, or maybe it was a freebie, but I want to say like MissPippaJayne or something like that, but I am not exactly sure. So once I get the washi card, that will go in there, but I'm keeping it very simple. In the back pocket, usually I will keep a vellum pocket. So I do have quite a lot of things that I brought in. I have some sticker pockets, I have some inserts that I want to put in here. I have also created my very own dividers, so these are ones that I made using acetate and vinyl. So this is rose gold vinyl right there, and I made it so that it has the scallops which matches the planner as well as the inserts in my shop. So if you aren't familiar with my inserts, all my inserts kind of look like this. They have a blush pink scallop down the center of them. Sometimes they do appear on the top and bottom. It just depends on what insert and what size you are picking up. But I'm really into scallops. I just think that they're very cute and dainty, and they add a little bit of elegance to whatever spread or setup you have. So I am kind of rolling with that with this cloud planner, and that's why I decided to make the dividers kind of mirror that as well. So I am just going to put the dividers that I made. I only made 5, and usually I have around 7 dividers, but I do have some cloth and paper top tabs that I thought that I could use in here. They are just for the A5, so they're not actually A5 wide, but I think since they're made out of really sturdy material, it'll work fine. So this is what I mean by that. So this actually came in a pack of 3, so as you can see, this is one of the tabs there. I have 2 that's going to be in this setup. I have the other one in my other cloud planner right now. But they are made out of really sturdy plastic, and I do like them, but I find that they're a little bit too thick, so keeping all of them in one particular planner is just a little bit too much. I find that I can't add, you know, my other tabs in there or as many inserts, and so that's why I have kind of split up the set. So on here I just have a Kikki.K black sticky notes. This one is from Cloth and Paper, and what I've done here is I've added a adhesive pockets. So these adhesive pockets I bought from Sweetpaperbliss, and she has a bunch of different sizes. I have another one here. This is for the A5 wide size. So this is A5, and then this is the A5 wide, so you can see there's a pretty big difference in terms of the sizing, but I like this one on this, and it just gives me opportunity to put more stickers in there, die cuts, or sticky notes and that kind of stuff. So I have a few of those. The other thing I've done is I've brought in some scrapbook paper, some jelly paper, vellum, and acetate that I can use throughout here. So these are from various places. Some of these are from Happie Scrappie. This one is from the Planner Society, which I love. I love this print. It's one of my favorites. And then, yeah, so I just have a bunch here to pull from, and they are already in the A5 wide size. So I'm gonna likely use some of this to kind of reinforce these, because these are really thin, and I kind of like it that way. So if I want to change anything out, I can just change the dashboard, and it kind of changes the whole look of the planner. So let me get started with my first section. So I actually don't have a full dashboard from the front, so I'm actually using this to kind of protect this front area. This is a jelly paper, and it's just the clear one with the stars, and I really like this as an alternative to acetate. I think it just brings a different texture in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some scrapbook paper. So this one I got a while ago, and it has a beautiful floral design, and then these polka dots have silver hollow in it. So I think it matches the rings really nicely, but the florals kind of go with the rose gold that I have in my tabs. I like to mix metals a lot because I just think it balances things out a little bit more. So that's what I've done here. This is a journaling card that I got from JeseniaPrintables, and I just put that on the back there just to add a little bit of something. I didn't want it to be too plain over there. The next thing that I want to add are my important dates and year at a glance. So this is the 2-page version that's available in my shop. And once again, my shop is called Jolene Printables on Etsy. So this is the year at a glance for 2021. Once again, all my inserts have the lovely pink scallop, which I think matches this planner perfectly. And I have the Sunday start, but I do have a Monday start version. And I also have this calendar that's all on one page. So you would have the January to December on one page. What's nice about this particular insert is that you do get the important dates on the back. So it has the important dates on the back on both sides. So you're able to put your important dates for this year on one side. And you can obviously mark your dates with the translucent dot stickers here. And then maybe on the back, I've used it for goal setting. I've done that in a video before, so I can link that if you guys want to see that. Or you can map out your 2022 important dates as well in here. So next up, I do want to kind of add some decoration. So what I have here is some Happie Scrappie paper. So I love this design. It's galaxy, but it has some kawaii elements as well. And then that is what the front looks like. And I printed this out on really thick cardstock. So I think it just adds a little bit of reinforcement in the front. And I just love how this kind of color blends into the cloud planner perfectly. Then next up, I have my monthlies. So these are my 2-page monthlies that I have in my shop. And if you watch any of my Plan With Me's, then you may be familiar with these because I do film them for you guys using sticker kits. So I've been using this since I got this planner in October. So I have Plan With Me's on all of these spreads already. And I do use the Erin Condren sticker kits, so this is December, and then I haven't filmed January yet, so I think I will do that this weekend. This is a month on 2 pages. It comes in a Sunday start to go with the kits of the Erin Condren, and yeah, I think it's really great. I think it's very simple. And then once again, you do have the scallop in the center there. So I have all of the year printed out already. So I am all set for 2021. And then you do get a back cover as well. And then I do have another one here of the important dates because I am tracking some work items and I want to keep that separate from my other year at a glance. So that's why I did that. This is another piece of vellum from Happie Scrappie. So this is actually from an older autumn kit, but I just really like it. I love the colors, and I'm kind of obsessed with pumpkin spice. So we're putting that in there even though it's technically not fall anymore. Now before I close off this section, I do want to add this little vinyl pocket. So I got this in a set from Kikki.K, and if you look a little bit closely, you'll be able to see that this one has stripes on the back. The other ones in this pack have different patterns, but I chose this one to match the planner. And in here, I just keep the leftovers that I have of my kits. So these are all for the monthly kits. And so for example, if I want to add a date, or I want to reschedule something, then I have all of these stickers handy in here. So I'm just gonna put that in there like that. So now let's move on to the second section. And my second section for me is always my weekly. But before my weekly, I always like to put an inbox. So what I'm gonna do is get another Happie Scrappie dashboard here, once again printed on really thick cardstock. And I love it because it matches the cloud. So you have some beautiful clouds there with the pastel ombre. And then the back, I love it as well. It's like a rainbow. So I'm just gonna put that in there. And then right before that, I do want to put this piece of acetate. So I think the colors match this really perfectly. And I love florals in my planner as always. So for my inbox, all I really need is just a to-do list. So I have these, which are also from my shop, Jolene Printables, and these are my 2-column heart checklist. So once again, you do get the scallop spine here, and then all of these are heart checklists. Obviously in the A5 wide, you have a ton of room. So I'm going to be using this as a inbox. I do have these covers that I printed out from Annie Plans, and they're from her Luxe collab. I think it's the Summer Luxe collab. And I think I want to pull in one of these just to act as a cover for the list insert. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to choose this one because I think it matches the colors of this acetate here, as well as that paper from Happie Scrappie. Kind of has like this ombre look to it. So I'm going to put that there for my inbox. And I like to keep my inbox in front of my weekly because I often go back and forth between those sections rather than having it at the very front. So it's just a little bit closer for me. Next up, I have all my weekly inserts. So I am going to put that in now. So once again, these inserts are in my shop. These fit the Erin Condren vertical kits. So you just have a this week sidebar, and it goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it always has the scallop in the center. The other thing that I like to put in here are these half sheets. So I'm going to be adding these into my shop soon. It's just a little prototype that I test printed, but basically they're mobile to-do lists, or you can use them as your inbox. And I like them because they're very small and you can move it around. So what I've done is I've actually slit them like this, so you can just rip them in and out really easily and move your to-do list from week to week instead of rewriting them. So that's what I have there in terms of my weeklies. I am going to be doing Plan With Me's, especially the memory kind in this particular planner, so you guys can look forward to that. And then I do have the rest of the year printed out. So that is all going in there. And then just to kind of cap off this area, I do have another Happie Scrappie vellum, and this one just has a little cute hedgehog there, and then it says sweater weather, which I love. So now I'm just going to add that cloth and paper subdivider in here so I can add some die cuts. The next section, so this is going to be my list section. So I'm going to grab another dashboard. So this is just some scrapbook paper with some florals on it. And then I've just put another JeseniaPrintables journaling card here, just on the back to add a little bit of something. And then in here I have printed out my list inserts again. So this is my 2-column list inserts that's available in my shop. And I'm just going to choose one of these Annie Plans covers. And I think this one might be nice because it kind of goes with the colors that are in this dashboard. So it has a lot of blues, pinks, and purples. So I'm actually going to sandwich my inserts with these covers. I printed a lot of these because I make a lot of lists, and it's nice to have one column for a different type of list. So I have it looking like that so far. My next section is going to be my notes section. And this is what I have picked out for this. So this is just a piece of grid vellum. It has some beautiful pinks, purples, and blues in there. And then I have another dashboard from Happie Scrappie. I love this one. It has pink clouds in it, so obviously I had to put it in my pink cloud planner. And then on the back I have this printed on it. It's from a different kit, and I just like the little girls. And once again I have put another one of these adhesive pockets on there, and it has one of these hollow bows. And then I just have a bunch of different die cuts, so they have moved around. I might have to stick them down there so that they don't move when I flip the pages. But these guys are from PurposedPaperie, Hellopapercat, and Exo Carolyn Designs. So I will be popping my notes section. So this is just line paper that I have in my shop, and I'm going to choose another one of these to match it. I think this one will look good. Kind of has the purples and pinks. So I'm going to sandwich that once again with my inserts. And usually in this section I will make a lot of notes and things like reference. Any finance notes will go in there as well. The next section here, I have a little bit of tracking that I need to do. So I have this piece of acetate. It actually has some silver foiling on it, if you can see. So I'm just going to add that in. And then this is my favorite paper from a TPS kit. I want to say it's like December 2018, so it's a really old one, but I love this pattern. It's so beautiful with the florals and the stars. And then I backed it with the star pattern as well. And then I have another one of the Sweetpaperbliss adhesive pockets for the A5 wide size, and I have a Tulle and Twine quote card here. This is from PurposedPaperie, and then I also have another journaling card from Jesenia in there. So I have that tucked in there now, and I think it looks really nice. With the A5 size, they're really able to fit larger items, obviously because of the width and the height. So in here, I am actually going to be using this yearly tracker, and this is actually in the half letter size that I have in my shop. So as you can see, it's quite a bit smaller than the A5 wide, but that's okay because all I'm doing here is just checking things off. I don't necessarily need a wider version just to make wider checklists, if you know what I mean. This is ample enough space for me to write my reoccurring monthly tasks, and I will check everything off as the months go on. So this is just a great reminder for any reoccurring tasks that you might want to do. So I have that in there. And then I am going to put another one of the cloth and paper dividers in there. This sticky note is from Cloth and Paper, and then on the back I do have another one of those Sweetpaperbliss adhesive pockets, and I will fill those up with die cuts later. So for my last section, I am going to be adding these notes in here. So this is the reason why I had to change up my setup in here, because I wanted to include this. These are just some worksheets that I do when I am plotting my books. I outline all my books before I write them, and so since I am going to be outlining 3 books, I want to do these kind of brainstorming worksheets beforehand. So these are just a good guide for me to kind of make sure I'm on the right track in terms of the characterization and the plot. So I have added those worksheets to do for each of the books, and I will likely have one section for each book that will be added to this. So for now I just have one because this planner is quite chunky already. At the very back I just want to add these 2 things. So this is a really thick dashboard from Hellopapercat. It's actually in the A5 size, but that's totally fine since I'm only using it as a page lifter. And then I have another one of these Kikki.K pockets, and inside I have a couple of kits from Paper Crown Planner that I plan to use in my weekly sections. So these are the kits that you'll likely see in my Plan With Me's that are coming up very soon. So now that I have everything in here in terms of all the inserts that I want, I am just going to add the little finishing touches and all the little embellishments. So things like clips, die cuts, any sticky pockets, things like that. So for example, at the back of this Cloth and Paper top tab, I do have an adhesive pocket that doesn't have anything in it. So I brought some die cuts and quote cards and other bits and pieces that I can use to fill that. So I just have these little quote cards. These are part of a set from Tulle and Twine. This is also from Tulle and Twine, and I just have an array of different things. So like I have a gold foiled doily over there, and then some more quote cards, which I think I want to use in here. This one's really nice. It says, "Never forget your own worth. She just shines. When you focus on the good gets better." And then I especially like this one, "Slow progress is still progress." I feel like I can definitely relate to this one because obviously a book can take quite a while to write. So that's a really good quote to have in my work planner. I do have these little plants as well, and then this one has a kind of lingerie set, which I also like and I think I want to use because the books that I write are romance books, so they do have quite a bit of sexy times in it. I do also really like these floral designs as well, and this one I think would match really nicely too. I like this one as well with the washi stack and then these other florals. So these are all just things that I've had for a while that I think might work. So let's try and work with these ones that I picked out first, and then if they don't end up working out, I can always switch them. So let me see. So for this one, I think I want to put one of these quote cards over here. This one might work. I'll save this one for a different area, I think, or maybe this one. I like the blue in this area. So let's tuck that in and see how it looks like. This one does have a hot pink bow on it, so let's see if it'll look nice with the plants in the back. I'm not sure I like that. So this is always kind of like the trial and error part. You can just play around with different things to see what you like. I have this as well from the set, so I think I'll add that one. And that might be it for this section because this is one of the more narrow ones. I don't want to overload it. So that is one section done. Let's see, this one I already have some die cut. I'm pretty happy with how this looks like, so we'll leave that. Over here, I think I want to add a little bit of washi tape. So I did bring some washi tape out. So this is from the Pink Room Co. Actually, both of these are from the Pink Room Co. This one is a lace and a bow design with some blue shattered hollow. And this one here is a pink and gold foil washi tape. I love it because it has little love letters on there. But if I want to match this journaling card, I think I will go with the shattered hollow, yeah, in the blue. So I'm just going to take a little bit off and then just put it in the center there. I think I'll do the same with the bottom just so it's symmetrical. And I like the simplicity of this journaling card. Keeps it looking quite clean against this more busier background. So that's all I'm gonna do there. And then I have another one of these dividers and I'm gonna put some more. Maybe I'll go with one of these ones because I haven't put them in yet. I love the lashes, so let's do that. And then maybe one of these, a little perfume bottle. That might work. So as you can see, my style is a little bit on the simpler side. I don't put too many things in the pocket, but I obviously like color and I like vellum and die cuts and stickers and things like that. For this section, I really like how this looks with all the colors of the greens, the pinks, and the purples. So I'm actually not going to put an adhesive on here. I think I'm going to put the other adhesive pocket that I have on this first dashboard. So this was the Galaxy one from Happie Scrappie. And I have one last A5 wide sticky pocket from Sweetpaperbliss. This one has the light pink bow vinyl on it and I really like it. It's kind of like a creamy pink. So I think it'll look nice with the inserts. So I'm just gonna peel that off and I'm gonna center it as best I can at the bottom here. Just like that, and then press it down. Okay, so let's see. Definitely want to use this one. I just love the little bits of green in a planner. And then I have the slow progress is still progress. Maybe one of these or one of these. This might be too dark for this planner actually. So let's try this one. Let's see if I can put at the bottom maybe. Because this has a straight edge. Might be better that way. And then maybe this one in the corner here. I also do have this gold, but it might be too bright for this because I have silver rings and the rose gold already, so I think I'll pass on that. Do I have anything else? Let's see. There's nothing else that I think will work. I do really like this one. Maybe I can put it in the front. Or I can clip it here, like this. I do have this clip here. This is a custom rainbow charm from Sweetpaperbliss, so you're able to actually choose the order and the colors of the rainbow. So I chose this light pink, this kind of peachy pink, and this cream color, and I put it on a charm. You can also choose to put it on a clip, and I just put it on a larger clip here, and I think I'm just going to paper clip these two sections here together. And then let it kind of hang down like that. So you have the little journaling card in between the jelly paper and the dashboard. So you can see it really clearly. So now that we're done the final setup, I'm going to do a final flip through for you guys, and I'll let you know where everything is from in case you missed it. So this is an Estelle A5 wide cloud planner in the color Rose Quartz with the silver hardware. In this pocket over here, I just have some Kikki.K note paper, and then I have a washi card in the little window pocket with a hollow bow die cut. Speaking of bows, I do have this hollow purple bow from MissPippaJayne, and then I just have a couple of journaling cards. This one is from XO Carolyn Designs, and then these are from Paper.K. I have this cute little rainbow clip, and this is a custom from Sweetpaperbliss. I have a journaling card there, and then I just kind of put all of these together. So it's a jelly paper and then some scrapbooking paper. So on the back there, I just placed this JeseniaPrintables card with some Pink Room Co. washi, and that goes into my year at a glance. So I have these inserts that are from my shop JeseniaPrintables on Etsy, and this is the year on 2 pages. I also have this available in the 1-page version, and this one is a Sunday start, but I also have a Monday start as well. And then you get the important dates on the back. So next up, I have this Happie Scrappie dashboard here, and then I put an adhesive pocket at the back here with some various quote cards, journaling cards, and die cuts. And I really love how that looks with the little bow. So into my monthly section, so these are my inserts for my shop. These are the 2-page monthly inserts, and they fit Erin Condren monthly kits. So that is what they look like. They have a Sunday start, and you do have a sidebar as well. Next up, I do have another one of my year at a glances. I like to use this for work stuff, so I keep personal and work separate. And then I have a Happie Scrappie vellum here. And then this here is a Kikki.K pocket in the A5 size, and I just keep the leftovers of my monthly kits in here, so if I ever want to reschedule something, I have those handy. Now let's move on to the second tab, and this is my weekly section. So I have another Happie Scrappie dashboard, and I love how this looks. I think it looks so pretty layered with this acetate, and then I have my 2-column checklist for my shop, and in here I use this as my inbox, so I put my next actions in here. So if you're familiar with the getting things done method, this is what I use for my inbox, and I keep this before my weekly section just because I flip between these two sections quite frequently. So instead of having it in the front, I like to have it in my weekly section. So these are my weeklies. These are also from my shop JeseniaPrintables, and this is my vertical weekly inserts. So you do get a this week sidebar, and then it goes from Monday to Sunday, and these boxes will fit Erin Condren standard size kits. So I will be doing Plan With Me's in these inserts. So I have the whole year printed out, and then at the back there I just have a vellum from Happie Scrappie. And then I have this cloth and paper top tab, and on here I just have some sticky notes. So this is from Kikki.K, this is from Cloth and Paper, and then I have another one of the adhesive pockets with some Tool and Twine die cuts in there. My next section is my list section. So I have my divider and another scrapbook paper, and then I have another journaling card from Jesenia with some Pink Room Co. washi. And then in here I just have my list, so more of my 2-column list. I really love this insert. I feel like you can fit a ton on here, and then you can even divide this insert up. So this could be one list, this could be something else, and so forth. So I really like this insert. My third tab is my notes tab. So I just have this vellum, this grid vellum, and then of course every cloud planner has to have a cloud dashboard. So I have this one from Happie Scrappie, and I paired it with this background because I like the little characters. And I have another Sweetpaperbliss adhesive pocket, and I just have some little die cuts in there. So this one's from PurposedPaperie, this one's from Jolene Plans, and then this one is from Hellopapercat. And then I just have my lined paper. I use the section for reference and finance. So a lot of my sales stuff and marketing plan goes in here. Then in my next section, I just have a silver acetate here, really pretty. And then this is my favorite paper from an older TPS kit. I believe it's the December 2018 one. So I love the florals and the stars, and then I have the stars on the back as well. And then in here I have another Jesenia journaling card, and then this is from Tool and Twine and PurposedPaperie. So here I just have my half letter yearly tracker. So instead of having the A5 wide one, I just need a smaller size just because I am just going to check things off. So I don't necessarily need a wider version of it if I'm just putting checklists. So this is enough space for me. I put all my reoccurring monthly tasks here, and then I will just check them off as the months go by. So here we have another cloth and paper divider. I have a cloth and paper sticky note there, and then another sticky pocket, and I just put some die cuts in there. My last section is the current work in progress section. So right now I'm going to be outlining a new series, and I'm going to be writing the new books in that series. So I just have my worksheets that I usually fill out at the beginning of the brainstorming process, and then I will go ahead and outline and plot that book. So I just have those handy. And then at the very back I have another one of those Kikki.K pockets, and I just have the sticker kits that I'm going to be using in my weekly section. So I have those handy already. And then acting as a page lifter here, I do have this Hellopapercat dashboard. It's really thick and sturdy, so I feel like it's really great for preventing your pages from curling in at the back when you close it. So I just have that at the back, and I have a Kikki.K pen, which is in the rose gold. So that is my current setup in my A5 wide cloud planner. I really love the cloud planners, and I especially like this color. I also do have another one that's in the lilac, and that's also being used right now, but I will probably film a video on that one later on. I also do have a B6 cloud, so if you guys want to see that setup video, let me know. I want to know if you guys want a flip through of that one or an actual setup process like this one. So let me know in the comments which one you would prefer. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you guys plan on purchasing any of my inserts that you see here on my Etsy shop, AnniePlansPrintables, then you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off of your order. Please don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!